Hello and welcome to Tonbridge, where I'll be spending one night here at the worst rated hotel. Yes, you heard me correct. I am staying tonight at the worst rated hotel in Tonbridge, here in Kent, to see if it really is the worst hotel or if it's better than the reviews. Maybe I just get lucky, who knows. Well, the worst rated hotel is the Rose and Crown, here once again in Tonbridge, Kent. And this hotel is a 3-star hotel. And yes, I paid an extra £10 for the breakfast because I know there'll be people in the comments asking, did you eat the breakfast? Did you get the breakfast? Did you pay for the breakfast? Why didn't you try the breakfast, this, that and the other? Yes. But you people that support my channel voted for me to stay at the worst rated hotel in Tonbridge compared to Banbury. So, further ado, let's go inside. Well, I'm going to go inside and show you the hotel. But first of all, enjoy the rest of the video. Before I go in the hotel, just like to say a few things that I read online. If you dare to go in any pub or hotel or any place in Tonbridge, then it is the Rose and Crown. If you want a dirty pint, head to the Rose and Crown. And if you dare to step foot in the dirty bathroom, then it is the Rose and Crown. You may find a sock or underwear under the bed. Lots of dust and lots of sneezing. The room was filthy, the bathroom was full of hair. And these were all off Google, Bookings.com, TripAdvisor and so on. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you the outside of the hotel. As you walk in the room, you are greeted by the lovely double bed. And yes, I have been upgraded from a single to a double. We'll check out the bed. But first of all, there's a stain there. Anything in the drawer? Nope. Yep, the phone works. Phone works. Does the light work? Turn that one off. Yes. Let's turn the other one on to see. Yep. And finally turn this one on. Yep. Lovely bed with the mark there. Yes. Turn these lights off. Check the TV in a minute or so. Yep. So, here is your bed, your desk area. I think this has been redecorated. Not to high standards though. But is it comfy? Quite comfy, and I've noticed that the floor is quite squeaky. That's alright. There is a hair in here. Or two. Nice and comfy chair. Chair's alright, yep. Does the job. Got your desk. Your bin. Floor's pretty well clean. Mirror is polished to perfection. 2 plug sockets there. 2 more over here. And 2 over here. Floor plan, so on. This, which I do put on. This, 2 there. Very good. Light switches. Bed. That's a bag stand. Hair dryer. 4 hangers. No spare pillows. Wardrobe. Built-in wardrobe. Very polished mirror. Just have a little bit of dirt marks. Like, don't know how well the camera's showing it. But yep. A peephole. Hook there, and then there's 2 hooks. Gathering that's a fire door. Your bed. They were dirty. Yep, that is dirty. That one's dirty. This one's clean. Smells clean. I'll use that. Teaspoon, clean. The wrong way though. Kettle, is it clean? Yuck. Would not use the kettle. Blech. Wouldn't use that. Even dusty here. But yeah, should be a book here, tells you. No book, tells you information. Sharp TV. It's a bit out of the ankle.
Sexiest women in the world. Judges voted on who should come where on the list. Later on, members of the public voted.
Probably the greatest marine artist of his time. In terms of value, no, I can't.
TV works. Now, is the bed clean? That is one thing, yes. pretty good. Pretty good. Apart from that mark. Check another pillow just to make sure. Yep. Just showing age. But yep. Nothing so far. All good so far. Maybe a new mattress. I'll do a bed test. Not bothering taking my shoes off, but I'll do the bed test anyway. All in all, very good so far. Feels like a new mattress. Yes. So, very comfy bed. I'll let you know more about that in the morning. Now, come to where the real work is. Polished mirror. Door. Ooh, there is a stench. Now, already noticing something I don't like. That, I do not know how well that shows on camera. Or this disgusting thing. Another thing, you can't even put it straight. Your bathroom, toilet. That's disgusting in there. This is showers alright. Now, that is disgusting. Absolutely vile. They can polish this. Could do with a better polish though. They can polish stuff like this. Not very well though. Cold. Hot. The bath. All that dust. Yuck. Yank. Shower's not very good. Issue that quickly. Another thing I noticed. You get soap. Yes, I opened the soap. The soap's there. I opened it. Got that kind of working. 115 volts and 240 volts. Shavers only. Toilet again. Does it flush? Smells clean, like any other hotel. Health and safety. Don't turn it on. Bit more dust. A lock. And your bathroom again. Toilet. Floor. Whatever that is. Yes. And your bed finally once again. So, I don't think this hotel is as bad as people make out it to be. But then again, the main problem is the bathroom. But stay tuned to the end review to find out what I think about it overall. Yes, indeed. Starting off with the breakfast, before I get into the end review, the breakfast was okay at best. There was a few things I didn't like, which I will get into. The egg, the hash brown, and the cup of tea. The pot of tea, rather, should I say, yes. The pot of tea, let's start off with, was absolutely disgusting. The egg was vile and disgusting. It had an odd flavour to it. Yes, so did the tea. There was a weird flavour with the tea. Don't know if it was the sugar added or the milk's been out too long. Just overall disgusting. The hash brown had to be the worst hash brown I've ever had in my life. When I was chewing it on camera, I really wanted to spit it out. Like, to puh, back on the plate. Never again. The mushrooms were nice. They were good, flavoursome. Not the best, but they were tasty. The baked beans, definitely Heinz baked beans. Tasted really nice. Lots of flavour. Lots of tomato juice. And really good texture to them. The bacon, really good, nice and crispy. Very salty though, but the crispiness I really liked. Yes. What else? The sausage was alright. Wasn't the best, wasn't the worst. It was kind of like a catering sausage. You can say it was a catering sausage. It might have been a little bit of a step up from a catering sausage, one or two. But it was alright. It was nice. It had good flavours. It did have the texture of a cheap sausage and feel and look like a cheap sausage, but it was alright. Overall, the breakfast was okay. Gonna have to give it a 5.9 out of 10 all day long. Not the worst, but not worth paying the extra. So, how much did the room come to? £33.04. That's after the £1.83 had been taken off. So the total I paid is £33.04, which I think is not bad. And I booked it via a third-party agency called hotels.com. Now there are a few things I'd like to go through with you. Didn't really have a problem with the room. It was more of the bathroom. The socket for the radiator, I wouldn't turn the radiator on. I will show you again, and I'll show you the view outside. There you go. Also dusty. Coming over here. That. The stain. And the stain on the wall. And this. Really hard to get out the bathroom. Yep. So, unfortunately, the bathroom cleanliness needs to be sorted out. Not the worst in the world. But yeah, it is something. Cleanliness in the room, very good. Carpet looks very, very clean. That's just mess from me. The room itself, very good. The bed, very good. Does dip down at the end of the bed towards this side. The hotel bar cost me £3.10 for half a pint, which is quite expensive. But then again, we're in Tonbridge. So, the internet speeds, you're getting about 48 to 52 megabytes per second download speeds. You're getting about 18 to 18.7 megabytes per second upload speed. So not great. It's not high speed. It's not high speed internet like they advertise on the website, unfortunately, in my case. So that's a downer, yes. So, do I think this hotel is as bad as it is? Well, I'll tell you that in a second. First of all, let's get into the ratings. We'll do the room first. Only other thing I had, dirty cup and the kettle. That's about it. Loads of plug sockets. The room was quite clean. So I'm going to give it, apart from the stain in the bed, 7.6 out of 10 all day long. But that smell in the room, that smell. Yes, the smell. Back to what I was saying. And the smell in the room is quite off-putting. It smells a mixture of an old smell where they've redecorated damp and haven't done it properly, and it's left an odour behind. And also it does smell like blocked drains or dirty smelling drains as well. So that could be well the source, where the drain's been blocked and they haven't, or the sink or something's been blocked and they haven't properly unblocked it. They've got rid of the source but not the smell. It's left an odour behind. And when you go into the bathroom, it's even worse. Take a breather. But once the shower's on, it kind of helps. And you've got the soap in your, you got the soap, or you've got the lovely smelling high-end body wash and shower gel, because I've seen that in higher end hotels. It really smells a lot worse in the bathroom. Similar smell, but this time it smells more of a blocked drain smell and a dirt smell, where there's areas haven't been cleaned properly in the bathroom, and over time it's left a damp smell and mixed in with a drainage smell, a clogged drain or something. Yes. So I'm going to say the smell in the room, 4.5 out of 10. Smell in the bathroom, 3.8 out of 10. Overall smell, 3.9 out of 10. Not very nice. Not the worst smell I've ever come across in a hotel room, but it is damn smelly. I did the cleanliness, I think, earlier. The cleanliness in the room's about a 7.7 in the room, I think it was. And it was a 5 out of 10 in the bathroom. Not the worst, not the best. Now, size of the room, 7.8 out of 10. Size of the bathroom, 7.0 out of 10 because of the door. Very hard to get that closed when you're in there and needing to go toilet. What else? The feel of the room. I give the feel of the room a 7.9 out of 10. Feel of the bathroom, feels grubby, dirty, nasty in places, but other places feel cleaned, like the mirror and the walls on the side where the bath isn't, it's being cleaned, but the bath needs to be cleaned a bit better. Yes, I did find one small hair in the bath, yes. So, that is an off-put, but moving on from that, I'm going to say that overall, the bathroom for style, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10 because it needs refurbing and it needs a lot of work doing to it. Yes, it does. Certainly does need refurbishment. 4 out of 10. Feel of the room and the bathroom together, I'm going to give it a 6.8 out of 10. Customer service, 8.5 out of 10. Wi-Fi quality, 5.5 out of 10. Overall for the room, so for the rest of the hotel, 7.5. Overall, just missing out on the 6, 5.9 out of 10 all day long. I think I may have got lucky with this room. Yes. Shower pressure actually, not great, nor good. The shower quality, 4.9 out of 10. I've had worse, I've had a lot better, but yes. Overall, 5.9 out of 10. Now, what I was saying before, not the worst hotel in the world, not the best. I probably got lucky. I think I got lucky here, maybe. Or maybe they've upped in their game in this hotel. Yes, indeed. Well, let me know in the comments down below if you agree with my score rating. You may totally not. You may do. Yes. There are definitely worse hotels out there in the UK I've stayed at, and I'm sure there's more I haven't stayed at than this one in Tonbridge. The Rose and Crown, not as bad as the reviews say it is. 3.3 on TripAdvisor, 3.6 on Google. Yes, Rose and Crown in Tonbridge, done. Finished, now I'm out, and that's going to be the end of the video right here. So, would I recommend the Rose and Crown? I wouldn't say it's on top of my list to be recommended, but if you were to go to somewhere like Blackpool, stay in a bad hotel, and you were to decide on Tonbridge instead, then I would rather go to Tonbridge and stay in the Rose and Crown than stay in a bad hotel in Blackpool or somewhere else. Yes, indeed. But until next time, apart from that, I hope you enjoyed this video and thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the very next video right after this one. Bye for now. Bye!